The world of music lost a singular, soulful voice this week. Raul Malo, frontman of the Mavericks, passed away at 60. His voice was a beacon, blending country, rock, and Latin rhythms into something unforgettable. The news sent a wave of sadness through Nashville and beyond, touching all who'd been moved by his velvet-smooth tenor. His wife, Betty Malo, shared the heartbreaking news, describing his passing as a new beginning. Raul called to another gig in the sky, flying high like an eagle. Raul was always a performer, always ready for the next show, and the idea of him playing for a celestial audience feels right. He was more than a singer. He was a presence. When he entered a room or took the stage, you felt it. His rare gift for connection made every person in the audience feel included. His music was a party, and everyone was invited. Now, the party is quieter, the lights dimmer, as we remember the man who was its heart and soul. For so long, Raul Malo was a constant in music, a force of nature who seemed like he'd sing forever. His death at 60 feels far too soon, with so many more songs left unsung. But as we mourn, we also remember the sound, the smile, and the incredible gift he shared for so many years. His journey on earth has ended, but his musical flight is eternal. Raul's legacy is not just in his recordings, but in the joy and comfort he brought to countless lives. His voice filled concert halls and living rooms alike, always making you feel like he was singing just for you. The silence he leaves behind is immense, but his music will echo on. We remember Raul Malo not just for his talent, but for the warmth and spirit he brought to the world. His story is far from over. His songs will keep him with us, always. To understand Raul Malo's music, you must know his roots. Born in Miami to Cuban immigrants, Raul grew up surrounded by the rhythms of salsa, mambo, and bolero. These sounds mixed with American rock, pop, and country, creating the foundation of his unique style. He was a product of two worlds, and his music bridged them effortlessly. Miami's melting pot of influences shaped him, as he listened to Elvis and Roy Orbison alongside legendary Cuban singers. Raul saw no boundaries between genres, only good music. His Cuban heritage was a deep source of pride and inspiration, giving his music a soulful depth. When he sang, you could hear both the longing of Latin ballads and the energy of a Miami street party. This fusion made Raul Malo special, a Cuban-American kid from Miami who brought the warmth of the Caribbean to Nashville. He showed that country music could have a Latin beat, and that rock could have the soul of a bolero. His early life wasn't just a backstory, it was the very essence of his art. Raul's voice could transport listeners from a Texas dance hall to a moonlit Havana night. The Mavericks story began in 1989 in Miami's vibrant music scene. Raul joined forces with Robert Reynolds and Paul Deacon, forming a band that defied categorization. They played small clubs, blending country, rockabilly, pop, and Latin rhythms, something entirely new. Their energy and originality quickly gained a local following. Raul's stage presence and voice were impossible to ignore. In 1990, they released their debut album, a bold, energetic statement that caught Nashville's attention. The Mavericks were soon signed to MCA Nashville, ready to bring their unique sound to a national audience. Their formation marked a pivotal moment in modern music, breaking the rules of what a country band could be. They proved music is at its best when free from labels and limitations. The partnership between Malo, Deacon, and Reynolds sparked a creative fire that would burn for decades. The Mavericks weren't just a band, they were a musical revolution. Their journey took them from Miami clubs to the top of the charts. Raul's vision changed the sound of country music forever. With major label backing, the Mavericks soared. Raul Malo's voice leading the charge. Critics compared him to Roy Orbison, but Raul's voice was uniquely his own, blending Latin warmth and rock edge. Their breakthrough came with the 1994 album What a Crying Shame, producing hits that became country anthems. In 1995, they won a Grammy for Here Comes the Rain, validating their genre-blending vision. The Grammy was just one highlight in a career full of them. The Mavericks continued to release acclaimed albums and tour relentlessly, building a fiercely loyal fan base. Raul's songwriting grew more sophisticated, his performances legendary. He was a master showman, connecting with audiences through passion and energy. Beyond awards, Raul's greatest achievement was the music itself, a body of work that stands the test of time. He pushed country music's boundaries, inspiring others to follow their own influences. His voice became a trusted friend to millions, the soundtrack to life's moments. The true glory was in the everyday impact of his songs. In 2024, Raul Malo revealed he was battling colon cancer, a shock to all who loved him. He faced the diagnosis with courage, focusing on family and music throughout treatment. Raul spoke openly about his fight, hoping to raise awareness and encourage others. He refused to let the disease define him or silence his voice. Music remained his therapy and escape. He kept writing and performing when able. The experience deepened his music, infusing it with even greater emotion. In September 2025, the cancer spread, leading to a rare and serious complication. Despite the prognosis, Raul's spirit remained unbroken. He continued to thank fans for their support. His public battle was an act of generosity, demystifying the disease and showing resilience. He faced mortality with honesty, teaching the importance of living each day fully. Raul may have lost his battle, but never his spirit. He fought with courage, lived with passion, and shared his gift until the end. His fight became part of his legacy, as much as his famous voice. Even in darkness, Raul found room for hope and song. His journey inspired all who followed it. After Raul Malo's passing, the most heartfelt tributes came from his family, his wife Betty, and their 3 sons. Betty's announcement pictured Raul on his way to his next great gig in the sky, a message of faith and enduring love. The family was overwhelmed by the outpouring of support from fans worldwide. Betty acknowledged this wave of affection, saying, "We felt every bit of it." Their gratitude showed that Raul belonged not just to them, but to everyone touched by his music. The family shared their private grief, but also celebrated his life with the public. They ended their message with Raul's own words, "Muchísimas gracias." By using his words, they kept his voice alive, speaking directly to fans one last time. Beyond the stage, Raul was a devoted husband and father, his family's anchor and pride. Their strength and grace are now a vital part of his legacy. Raul Malo's spirit was as big as his voice, a true maverick in every sense. He lived with adventure, curiosity, and a passion for connecting with people. This spirit shone in his music and in his life offstage, travel, food, and friendships. He poured his heart into every performance, whether for thousands or a handful. Raul's warmth and generosity made him approachable, despite his fame. Fans remember his kindness, humility, and the time he took to make them feel special. He built a community around his music, drawing people to his authenticity. Raul taught us to be brave, passionate, and open to the world. He showed it's okay to be different, to break the rules, and to follow your heart. His life was a testament to living fully and meaningfully. Raul's spirit will continue to inspire all who loved his music. Raul Malo's legacy isn't measured in awards, but in melody and memory. He and the Mavericks redefined country music, infusing it with global energy and sophistication. His voice, a national treasure, conveyed joy and sorrow with honesty and power. Raul's recordings will inspire singers for generations, a benchmark for vocal excellence. As a Cuban American, he was a pioneer, celebrating his heritage on the world stage. He became an icon in the Latin community and a bridge between cultures. Raul's success inspired many, showing the value of diversity in art and life. Ultimately, his legacy is one of connection. His music brought people together. His concerts were celebrations of life, love, and unity. He made every person feel part of the show, creating a community of fans. This shared joy is perhaps his greatest gift. Raul's music will remain a source of comfort and celebration. His invitation to the dance lives on. Though Raul Malo has left this world, his music remains, a gift that will resonate for years. His songs comfort those mourning his loss, keeping his spirit close. The melodies and stories he created are timeless, finding new audiences with each generation. Fans will keep his memory alive, sharing his music and stories. Every time a Mavericks song plays, it's a celebration of his life. His influence will inspire musicians to break rules and follow their own paths. Raul's story encourages others to dream big and stay true to themselves. His life was a masterclass in artistic integrity and courage. The silence left by his passing is filled with the everlasting echo of his music. The show on earth is over, but the music plays on. Muchísimas gracias, Raul, for everything.